All right. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Mayor Steve Wilder here from the city of North Canton. Thank you for the privilege of your time this morning. It's autumn, my favorite time of the year, and I hope it's one for you. I love the temperatures. I love the fall colors that'll be coming to us soon. So again, welcome. We're going to jump into a number of updates today. Again, there's no special order, but here we go. In regards to the U.S. Census response, I just want you to know North Canton is about 82.5% response rate right now. Thank you for those that have completed the census online or by mail or by phone. You can complete the census. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes at the most. But for everyone who has yet to complete it, help us out because those are dollars that are going to come back to our community in one way or another for our education, business, and infrastructure. So thank you again. September the 30th is the deadline for completing the U.S. Census report. So thank you. And thanks for North Canton to be at least 82.5. I'd like to see us get to 100, but we still have time. So thank you. In regards to the North Canton Farmers Market, had a couple inquiries this last week. Rumor out there, I guess, on Facebook is that it's going to be a flea market. Folks, it's not going to be a flea market. We're going to maintain outdoor use of the Kmart property for the North Canton Farmers Market. And then we're looking at 2 sites, possibly for it to go indoors. And so right now we have the Kmart facility is still has a section that's available and is clean. So I'm hopeful that we might be able to continue with the farmers market for a winter version. And we'll see what happens with that, but I'm hopeful that we'll continue to have that until the building is in full use. So there you go. We're still responding to a number of inquiries of interest for the Kmart property. Let's see. Hey, congratulations to a youth, a North Canton Hoover High School student. I don't know if you read it in the paper, but Stark County National Merit semifinalist was announced. Jonas Mullenkamp of North Canton Hoover High School is one of the semifinalists. So a shout out to him and wish him the best and hopefully in fulfilling that role as a finalist for the National Merit. Well, our athletic teams at the high school are really, they're doing pretty good, I think, this year. Congratulations again to the North Canton Hoover girls golf team. They won its first Stark County championship. Our Hoover girls team, if you haven't been reading the papers, they remain undefeated. They had a tough match against Jackson. And our football has beat Louisville. That was in the 98th meeting of the 2 schools. So shout out to the football teams and really all the athletic programs, whether you're boys or girls, volleyball, soccer, golf, cross country, and are all experiencing different forms of success. So I'm just thankful that our athletic department and North Canton City Schools administration and of course the Ohio Department of Education allow our kids to be involved in athletic programs outside where they can just enjoy the sport and all the time maintaining all the safeguards that are needed so that each player, staff, coach, and observers are practicing facial coverings as required and physical distancing. Again, congratulations out to the North Canton Hoover Band Show. I believe they had their band show last week or so. Mr. Varn and the assistants and students, you're doing a great job. And the music's been great. Your performances have been great. So keep up the good work. And I'm happy that you there again can participate in an activity that is dear to your hearts and talents. If also following something that I picked up from the school, you know, this week they had a week called Start with Hello Week. Today, Wednesday, is the 3rd day of that. And they've been addressing different issues, I think, that corresponds with COVID-19 and the isolation sometimes that we feel. And I think this one is they're trying to help decrease social isolation. And so one of their ideas and suggestions is simply greeting and appreciating a compliment and providing a compliment to someone, but not just verbally, but really actually sincerely. So my hat's off to the North Canton Hoover High School. Start the week with a hello week. Just trying to reduce and reaching out to someone you haven't talked to in a while. So just think about that. Give somebody a call and or stop by, check in on them. Social distancing, okay? But just keep that in mind. Well, there's been a lot of talk about Halloween coming up, and I want to give you a shout out to Boo at the Playhouse. Sundays from 2 to 9:30 at the Hoover High School, starting October 4th, and these are going to be on Sundays, I believe, October 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th, and also November 1st. And here's what they have to do, because they've been haven't been able to meet since February of this year, and the Playhouse was pretty much closed down. So, in supported them to try to get out a little bit. They're coming up with join them for a spooktacular social distance event where you'll walk on a trail to see 7 scenes of fun Halloween entertainment. Each scene has plenty of treats for everyone, especially those in a sweet tooth, to stock their trick or treat bags. Now, there's nighttime hours that will have more mature entertainment content. So the daytime hours are best for the children under 13 years of age. There will be a Halloween decor that will contain skeletons and witches and much more, as well as some special effects. So make sure your smaller child is comfortable with that. Now, tickets are $10 per person. They're suggesting you arrive 20 minutes before your reserved time in order to maintain social or physical distancing. All patrons must wear a mask, and yes, it can just be a Halloween mask if it covers your mouth and nose area. No outside drinks or food are permitted, and the anticipated tour length is about 40 minutes. So if you just go to their website, and tickets are available, and this event is not, it's approved for distribution, but not endorsed by the North Canton City Schools. They're allowing them to use some of their property. So I think it'll be a really neat time to come out, support them, and help them raise a little bit of their funds in support of the North Canton Playhouse. So just wanted to give them a little notoriety. Since beginning of this COVID-19, but actually even before that, the North Canton Church of Christ has a food giveaway. And I watched it since its very beginning, and it has grown to be a tremendous asset to the greater North Canton community in Stark County. This Saturday, September the 26th, from 8:30 to noon, I'm going to be up there serving or helping out with them in the food giveaway there. Now, they're always looking for volunteers. So if you're thinking about volunteering for a few hours, any of the high school or college kids that need some volunteer time, come on out to the North Canton Church of Christ. It's out on East Maple Street. And we're going to help give away some food and clothing items to our needy families. And really, thank you to all the food banks in North Canton, providing food and clothing for many people still struggling with their finances to purchase food and personal items. Another wonderful faith-based organization is the Summit Church at 1500 Pittsburgh Avenue. Every second and fourth Monday from 6 to 7:30, they work with the North Canton Cares Pantry and providing food. And you can go online to the Summit Church and register with them. But congratulations again for the pastor out there. And really, another one that has always been a standby is Faith Kitchen out of Faith United Methodist Church. They continue on last Friday of every month to collect food, and then they take volunteers and the food and go to Canton at the Crystal Park United Methodist Church for a food giveaway on Saturday mornings. So if I missed one of our food pantries or food banks, I apologize, but thank you for all that you've been doing. I know both of some of our other churches, Zion United Church of Christ and Zion Lutheran, at times they've had their food giveaways. So thank you very much. And it just means so much for our community that we do care about one another. For the city, I want to welcome back Police Officer Zach Forwalder. He just returned back to work this Monday from his tour with the United States Army and a tour in Iraq. So he's back to us safe and sound. He just wants to get to work. And so I welcome back Officer Forwalder. I want to thank the Flags of Freedom, Steve Toohey and the Patriot Guard for their assistance on this with a nice flag presentation and demonstration there right out the rear building of City Hall. Again, shout out to Sergeant Matthew Buzzard from the Police Department for setting this all up, and all the police and fire and EMS personnel who showed up to welcome Zach back. We're glad to have him back. Folks, you know, navigating the COVID-19 pandemic has certainly been a challenge. This city administration has had to balance our city finances, operations, and services to assure the safety and well-being for our government, education, and business communities to continue as best as could be expected during these past 9 months and into the future. I just want to share with you some of the initiatives that we've been working on since I've been in office. With cooperation and support of our city council, as we go forward with establishing a downtown outdoor recreation area called Adora. We've been, again, with council's blessing and guidance, we're lifting our outdoor dining restrictions on for our food establishments. I thank them for supporting my request for that. And yes, it's late. I wish I could have done it sooner, but I think just navigating COVID-19 and following with the Stark County Health Department and the governor's office, just taking a lot of things into consideration. So hopefully by allowing our dining establishments to have outdoor dining without restrictions, I think that hopefully will be a boost for their recovery. And you know what? We're not requiring any fee or permits for that. So that's that. You know, we've worked on establishing a community reinvestment area, a CRA. We've got a DRD, downtown redevelopment district that we've established, and there's even potential for what we call a community entertainment district. So these are initiatives that we've been working on and trying to get tools in our tool belt so that we can be more, I think, available, more what's the word I'm looking for? Well, just make us more appealable to businesses who want to relocate here in North Canton. As I mentioned, you know, we look to boost our outdoor dining, and that's good. And let's see. Here's something else I think I'd like to bring you up to date on. Over the last year, we have been working on our redefining and refining our zoning guidance and guidelines. So I'm hopeful that that will be coming to completion soon for our second century zoning, because what we're trying to do is hopefully create opportunities for growth and creating momentum and diversification, you know, for our city. You know, when you look up and down Main Street, just think of the things that we have on Main Street. And I'll just go through a general list. You know, we have living, we have homes on Main Street. We have a historic area, district. We have dining, we have shopping, we have working class areas. We have government here at City Hall. We have areas for gathering and socializing when our park and you know, at the YMCA. We have worship, and we have areas for learning. We have companies that are making things. We have companies that are businesses that are in repairing and fixing and selling and servicing. We have an area for recreation and playing. And we even have businesses for caring and healing. So, we have a lot of things going on Main Street. And what our focus is on is this, and what I've been trying to convey over time is how can we have North Canton create a corridor of opportunity, a corridor of opportunity. And that's what some of my vision is for the city, is how can we incorporate what we have, build on it, but also be willing to attract and be more appealable to businesses and people to come and live, work, and visit and play here in our city. We've been talking about land banking, and I've mentioned that before. I think it's a way for us to have a sense of controlling our own destiny, where we've made some purchases of property for the betterment of our community in the long run. Please understand that. And I'm hopeful again that still working with the Hoover District and creating a more appealable town center. I think I've used that word 3 times already, but just more attractive and diversified for our corridor of opportunity. And we have our university district. Again, God bless our hometown university, Walsh University. We have some road improvements that are going on out there by East Maple at the bridge, but thank goodness Dr. Tim Collins and his staff and the students, I know they're navigating this COVID-19 the best that they can. But we're going to make that university district connected to our town center. So I'm looking at those things that for creating a corridor of opportunity for our city. In summary, let me just go back to our COVID-19 precautions. I do believe that facial coverings are important for us, but wash them regularly, okay, so that our little ones that are in our middle school and high schoolers, again, parents and staff, just wear them, because I think that is something that has proven to be one safeguard, one element of this to prevent the spread of the COVID. But wash them regularly, observe your physical distancing, avoid large gatherings if you can. Again, washing our hands and using hand sanitizer whenever possible. Covering your cough or sneeze with a tissue or a handkerchief. For those who remember what a handkerchief is, I still carry one. And or just use your sleeve or in your arm to cover that cough or sneeze. Just don't let our guard down, okay? Just use common sense as we go about our daily lives. And this COVID thing can change tomorrow, and I think we're starting to sense that a little bit. But I think there are some things that we as citizens we can do for ourselves and for our fellow man is just practice those basic safeguards. Just maintain your distancing, and you can still socialize. Avoid the large gatherings, okay, and use your facial coverings. Just recently, too, I know there's been a lot of talk about Halloween. And yes, North Canton was one of the first cities that came out, and I said, yes, we're going to opt in. And again, this is a voluntary thing. Event, if you and your family don't want to do it, that's fine. But there are safeguards that you can follow. And if you want to go to the Ohio Department of Health or Governor DeWine's website, he's got the new form out called Responsible Restart Ohio, and it's got Celebrating Halloween. So there are guidelines there that you can follow for recommended best practices, parents and guardians, and for our community members. Folks, I don't think there's anything in there that I haven't really addressed about just being safe and taking whatever precautions for you. And as we get a little closer to Halloween, I may revisit those guidelines for you, okay? And the big thing is avoiding large gatherings and parties and things like this. Our restaurants will still have codes to follow and protocols to follow, no matter what time of the season it is. So That's it for today. I want to thank you for your patience. I know I probably went a little longer than usual, but folks, just stay safe and keep well. I have faith in all of us that we'll care for our community in one way or another. So thank you very much for your time and patience. Stay safe, keep well, have a great week, enjoy the fall season, and we'll see you next Wednesday about the same time. Thank you.